Hey, what's up? I am a slightly hungover Michelle B. This is Channel Notes and this video is on making your channel pretty with a style guide. So I am going to direct you to a link below to a style guide template that I've created, which is going to make it a whole lot easier for you to do your thing. And in this video, I am going to walk you through the creative process of filling in your style guide. So only quite recently I created a style guide for Michelle B, something that I've been meaning to for so long. And creating it gave me so much more clarity around what I will be doing visually with Michelle B. If you don't know my main channel, it's listed down below if you want to have a look. So the first thing that I put into my style guide, just sort of as a personal reference while I went through it, was 3 words that I sort of wanted to emulate through my style on Michelle B. So minimal, clean, and creative. And just having those 3 words there as a reference is so useful. Like when you're going through your style guide, especially if you're wanting to sort of change up the style of your videos, you can just cross-reference everything that you put on your style guide and make sure that it sort of meets those 3 keywords. So then you want to move along to your color palette. So for Michelle B, I had 5 colors. I'm looking down at my phone at my style guide. So for visual reference, I'd put sort of little squares of the colors that I use just so I sort of know, and then I put the hex code below. That way I don't just have to guess every single time that I put like text on my video or something like that. I just have to go into my style guide, get the hex code, and then copy and paste. So from there, you want to move on to your fonts. So this is where you put the common fonts that you're going to use. So you want to put the font name and you want to say what you use that specific font for. So maybe you have one font that you only ever use for thumbnails, or you have one font that you always use, you know, within your videos. Moving to the next section, which is video backdrop. So you want the backdrop of your video to represent you, basically, and represent your channel. Something that I need to work on. So I'm currently in a process of recreating my backdrop and I'm going to create a whole video on that process. I had a video request for it. I'm like, yes, that's such a good idea. So obviously you want the backdrop of your video to sort of represent your style. So that's where you want to go back to those 3 words that you've already chosen. So the next section of the style guide is thumbnails. So this is where you want to describe sort of how you edit your thumbnails. Maybe just list like aspects that your thumbnails would usually have, like iPhone emojis or like pink overlay. The next section is photos, and this is where you're talking about social media kind of photos. So you want to go into like what kind of photos you put up, what kind of color theme you keep. So maybe you need like pink and gold in like every single picture. So here you might even want to paste some photos for future reference. That way, like every time you go to upload something on Instagram, you might not want to be that rigid about it because it could kill you. Like before you upload a photo, like does it fit in with those kind of photos? Do you get what I'm saying? So the next section is other. There are like so many aspects about your channel that you could give yourself sort of restrictions on to make your channel more cohesive on a visual level. So you might want to in here include like your personal style, so that I know that's what I've done. Or you might want to talk about the way that you edit your videos, so you might edit them like super choppy, whatever it may be. And those are the steps that are involved in creating your channel style guide. Seriously, before actually creating a style guide, I was like, oh yeah, like this could be semi-useful, but now that I have actually made one for Channel Notes, I refer to it all the time. It's so helpful. If maybe you're confused about like how you want to present your channel visually, I have some ideas on how to gain some clarity listed in the blog post linked down below. Thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to visit the blog linked below and I will see you soon.